Hello, this is Jeff from Charlie Chucks. I just thought I'd give you some advice about how to put these metal runs up. So I've just put this one up. It's probably taken about 5 hours, something like that. This is the smallest one available, 2 meters by 3 meters. This is one with a 25mm metal tube. As you can see, the door is also tubular. This particular one I've actually put a coop inside, and with access, coops inside, but the access to mucking out is the outside, collecting eggs is the outside. Now, this particular run, they always say put the mesh on as per the manual. Personally, I think that's poor advice. I've taken the mesh, 2 strips of mesh, right up the side, across the top, down the other side, down the bottom, and on both ends I've buried it under the grass slightly, so it comes down and outwards, probably about 12 inches. The mesh I've stitched together with wire. I've not used plastic, these things, cable ties. And then I've used vertical pieces of mesh on the triangular ends as well. Again, coming out into the ground. This serves 2 purposes. In a strong wind, if it wasn't attached to the ground, it could take off, because the wind will get under the tarpaulin and it could lift off the ground. The mesh keeps it tied down to the ground. And the secondary function is, if you've got a fox and it wants to try and dig in, it'll dig in near the edge, generally speaking, so it'll prevent that as well. So that's a 25mm tubed metal run, 2 meters by 3 meters. This is a 38mm tubular run, so thicker tubes, stronger door, square welded box section door and door frame. These doors come already meshed. Same principle with the mesh here. These have been up nearly 10 years, as you can see by the algae on the tarpaulins. The original tarpaulins failed about 3 years in, and these are what are called clear glass tarpaulins, and these have been on ever since. That's the only one there that showed any signs of any deterioration. That's been on 8 years. That's it. I've put wood around the bottom. Again, the mesh goes outwards from the ground. I've put wood around the bottom just to keep some of the internal wood chip in there. So instead of using probably the best advice is, don't use cable ties and just use it to tack the mesh in place. Buy a roll of wire like this. This is ordinary green coated garden wire, and the wire you just stitch it onto the sides like this by just wrapping it around like that. Cut it into like 1 meter lengths, stitch the wire to the edge of the frame like that, tie it up. Very quick and secure, much more secure than cable ties. So there we go. That's another bird safe from the bird flu. Have fun.